The Yankees released Marcus Stroman on Friday afternoon. Were you shocked?
You are Locked On Yankees, your daily New York Yankees podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Yankees, which is part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you for making us your first listen every day. I'm Stacey Gotsulias. This episode is brought to you by 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. Go to 5hourenergy.com today and use my promo code LOCKEDONGOLF to receive 20% off your order. It's only valid through September 30th. You can order transfusion-flavored 5-Hour Energy shots today. With me as usual, Brian McKeon, but it isn't usual because you guys are watching this on a Saturday. Brian, explain why we did this.
Yeah, our first Send It In Saturday, and we kind of had to. We were forced to, right? Trade deadline, big news. We were forced to do a show, and we broke it all down for you guys yesterday if you want to go back to yesterday's show.
Yeah, so we're calling this Send It In Saturday instead of Fan Mail Friday. Before we get started, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast on whichever podcasting platform you prefer. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, like our videos. Hit the bell so you're notified whenever our videos go live. We also have a TikTok account. You can give us a follow over there at LockedOn_Yankees. So basically, it's Send It In Saturday, otherwise known as Fan Mail Friday. So we'll be answering all your questions. But first, the Yankees released Marcus Stroman on Friday afternoon. Were you shocked?
Actually, yes. And when you look at it afterwards and you analyze what actually happened, I was not shocked that they released him. I was more shocked that it came when it happened. This was expected, though. They needed to make roster moves, and they basically it gave me confidence in their youth because it basically told me that, hey, we believe in Will Warren and Cam Schlittler more than we do in the future of Marcus Stroman. It's sad for Marcus Stroman's career, but when you actually, I think the news coming when it came kind of surprised me, but when you actually break down what happened, it's not overly surprising.
Right. That's exactly how I felt. Because at first, by the way, full disclosure, I didn't know. Former co-host Steve Granado texted me, "Whoa, Stroman," and I said, "Uh-oh, what's happening?" And I logged in and saw what was going on. But Stroman seems okay. In a moment, I'm going to put something up on screen to show you guys that he seems to be all right. But I just, like you said, the timing of it is interesting. But it isn't, like, it's shocking and it isn't shocking. Like, it's shocking that they did it at the time that they did it. But is it really? Because would you rather have Stroman, who, isn't pitching that great, when you have these young guys coming in, you have Heel coming back, you have the new guys in the bullpen, like, something had to be done. So, like, I feel bad for him, but it's baseball, it's business. I like that the Yankees are showing that they're going in on this, right? They're going all in, and they're fixing the team and making the team that needs to make the playoffs and probably
and for all the people who call Hal cheap, he ate the remainder of this contract. Stroman's not going to play for the Yankees the rest of the year, and they pretty much ate $9 million of it.
Yeah. So this was a picture from from a private plane that he was on. He posted that in his Instagram stories. So he's okay. I think
rough
he's
life.
okay.
Yeah, rough life.
Yeah. So Send It In Saturday instead of Fan Mail Friday. If you are new to the show, we do Fan Mail Friday every week, and we answer questions from we have an Insiders Club, and we answer those questions first. And every week we answer a question from Betty first. And here it goes. First, I just want to say I'm so glad I was back from vacation and able to watch Wednesday's game. It was one of the craziest I've ever seen, and surprisingly ended well for us. My question is, do you agree it's time to extend Bellinger's contract? And then Eric S., another insider, asked, would you try to sign Cody Bellinger to a contract extension now and prevent an opt-out?
Okay, double fold here, right? He's going to opt out 1,000%.
Yeah.
Would I give him an extension? Absolutely. Yeah. Would he take one? Absolutely not. Right. There is no chance that Cody Bellinger would sign an extension right now. He's going to wait till free agency hits. He's going to opt out, and he's going to let the rest of Major League Baseball bid on him. and the Yankees are probably going to find themselves in a bidding war. You better hope that he fell in love with New York, which it seems like he does like it here, and he likes his role with the team, which I think he does. I do think, though, the better he plays, the more his dollar value is going up and up and up. And Cody Bellinger might be looking at becoming a north of $30 million a year player. I mean, you made that face, but am I wrong? He plays multiple positions at a Gold Glove level. He hits 280.
Just thinking about $30 million right now.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like I look at the kind of player he is. He's a super utility outfielder. He even gives you first base. He's played all three outfield positions for them this year. He's hitting 280 now. He
plays them well.
Yes, at a Gold Glove level, and he's gonna be in contention for the utility Gold Glove this year. He might win it. He's gonna give you, at the end of the day, he's gonna finish the year with like 28 homers and probably like 90 RBIs. That the going rate for a utility player like that, Stacey, is probably right around $32 million a year. I don't think I'd shy away from giving it to him, though. He's been that good. Let's go to David F., who asks, given Will Warren's promising start with the Yankees, what do you see as his ceiling? Love the show.
I don't know. I love the strikeout stuff from him, right? And if he could just get some of the other stuff under control, I don't see him as an ace, but I see him as a really good, like, 2, maybe like a 2A, you know?
Yeah, overall, I think he could get to that point. He's probably a year or two away from that.
Right.
But,
it's not going to be right away. But
I do think he can get to that point. The strikeout stuff is there. They've clearly developed him the way that they've planned on developing him. He's developed him to the pitcher they want him to be. I don't hate that breakdown. I think at best he's a 2, which is, for a guy that came out of your own system is really good. Yeah, you take that.
Yeah. Next question is from Matt V, who had to change his question because something happened at the trade deadline that changed it. This question is, when Toronto traded for Bieber, they gave up the equivalence of Ben Hess. Would you have made that trade if you were Cashman?
That's a really good comp. I think yes. I do. I think the upside is too good with Bieber. It's Cy Young upside from 2 years ago. It's not that far removed from that. The stuff is there. He's coming off of an injury. I think it was a good move for Toronto, and it could be a sneaky good move. The only thing is with Hess's trajectory, that's a move that could really come back to bite you because Bieber has an option after this year, and if he closes out this year pitching really well, he's gonna opt out, and who knows what he gets in the open market, but he's gonna get a multi-year deal. I don't know, Stacey, because do you trade Ben Hess for 3 months of Shane Bieber?
Right.
If it results in a World Series, you do.
Right, but you don't know.
You know that's going to happen. That's a really tough move. You know what? I'll say this, though. For the Yankees, I don't know if that's the right move. For the Blue Jays, it is.
Right.
For the Blue Jays, that's the right move. For a team that hasn't won a playoff series in 30 years, that's the right move. I agree with that. Let's hit the last Fan Mail Friday question of this segment. It's Malachi, our newest insider, who says, with the new players for the Yankees, do you think a little rest could help Volpe's batting? He's playing a lot of baseball, and I'm just thinking maybe some of the rest could help him reset a little. He plays a pretty demanding position. Also, I'm 11 years old now. Well, happy birthday, Malachi.
Yes, happy belated. Now let's be fair, because if you are watching on YouTube, you will see in the graphic that he asked this question on July 28th. We're recording the show on August 1st, and Volpe had a pretty big night against the Marlins on Friday night, and his bat is coming alive. He actually, I think I saw someone say that he has the same number of home runs since the All-Star break as Kyle Schwarber. So
yeah, no, since the break, he's actually been really good. With the bat for sure. The fielding has not been good.
Right.
I'd say this, Malachi. I agree with your point on giving him rest. I think he could use some time off. As in, 2 days. Yeah. But I think he needs the time off more for the field than he does for the bat. Yes. The bat's been fine. I think he needs time to reset his head when it comes to the field. And I think it would benefit him. I do. Yeah.
I agree with that. Like I said, I think Boone should maybe think about, although I don't know. See, it's rough because he's looking okay the past couple of days, even defensively. And it would seem strange for Boone to use my idea of giving Volpe the day off Wednesday, heading into the off day Thursday that's coming up, if he's not having an issue. But if he does have another stretch where this is an issue, he needs to sit for like a day just to reset.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean send him down to AAA.
Right. No, this is just sitting on the bench, relaxing.
Yeah, exactly. Let him take it in from a different angle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Well, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on our videos, hit the notification so you know when our videos go up. And if you would like to be part of next week's Fan Mail Friday, you can go to our YouTube channel's page, click on posts, and leave your question under the Fan Mail Friday post. You can ask us anything, or you can join the Locked On Yankees Insiders Club where you get top priority and your questions are answered first. The link is in our description, both on YouTube and on every podcasting platform available. And it isn't only for Fan Mail Friday. You'll get text from us with everything from lineups to roster moves, trades, and signings. It was a busy day on Thursday. The insiders got a lot of information, and you can text us questions anytime. There's a 14-day free trial. So coming up next, we have more Fan Mail Friday questions.
Time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings the bold grape, ginger, and lime flavor of your favorite golf drink, minus the alcohol, into a quick, energizing shot. Whether you're sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, this one's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Let's be honest, some days on the course or off of it, you just need that little extra boost to stay sharp and energized. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors, of course. The grape, ginger, lime flavor gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without chasing down the beverage cart. If you go to 5hourenergy.com today, that's the number 5energy.com, you can use my promo code LOCKEDONGOLF to receive 20% off your order. This offer is only valid until September 30th on one order and cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good on subscription orders. So whether you're meeting up with friends or trying to turn 18 holes into 36, get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion-flavored 5-Hour Energy shots today. Not only do we cover your team every day, but now we're giving you instant episodes after every single game. You can check out the Locked On Yankees postcast. It's hosted by Jay Berman, and it appears right here on the Locked On Yankees podcast feed. It's also streaming on the Locked On Yankees YouTube channel. Get rapid reaction to all the biggest moments with the Locked On Yankees postcast. So, Stacey, we welcome in the YouTube questions for the start of segment 2 here, and we'll start it off with Wonder 1981 NX7ZH. I'm not sure what that stands for.
Just do Wonder 1981. For some reason, when you sign up to YouTube and you don't do I don't know, they give you those extra numbers and dashes at the end.
Yeah, exactly. But or that's her given name. We don't really know.
That could be.
She says, hi, first off, thank you, Stacey and Brian, for bringing all the good you bring to the show. I love it and listen daily. Well, thank you, Wonder. My question, I actually have two. One, what do you both think of the team's biggest strengths and weaknesses were at the beginning of the season as compared to today? 2, what is both of your favorite parts about being Yankees fans? Thanks again, Windy Wonder from Kentucky. Oh, well, thank you.
Let's see. Biggest strengths and weaknesses were at the beginning. Well, the beginning of the season, they were really good. They didn't really have many weaknesses compared to what's going on now. Like the bullpen was strong. The offense looked good. Aaron Judge couldn't get out. There were a lot of things happening that were good.
Well, if we go by the first half, I'd consider it the bullpen.
Right.
The bullpen became a weakness. And I think, weirdly enough, Wonder, it's now their strength.
Yeah. I mean,
what's your favorite part of being a Yankee fan?
Knowing that my team, as much as I complain about Hal and the spending, at least I know that there's a chance, my team always has a chance to make the playoffs. I'm not a fan of a team where you go in April and you know that there's no shot for your team to make the playoffs or even try to make the playoffs because some of these owners just don't care. And I know Hal cares enough where he, puts money into the payroll and everything. So, there may be years where they don't make the playoffs, but it's usually, extreme circumstances that stop them from making the playoffs. That they never turn into a team that loses 100 games. You pretty much know what you're going to get from the Yankees. And if they do make the playoffs and they go far, it's an added bonus. Next question from New York Greek 44. I thought I was the New York Greek here. At the beginning of the season, in this podcast, I mentioned about Aaron Boone being released as a player due to a recreational basketball injury. Any chance that he has that clause in his managerial contract? Can any listener or our host challenge him to a game of one-on-one?
I'd love to. I'll say this, though. Aaron Boone should be more praised for what he did during that injury because he very well, and I'm sure plenty of athletes have done this in the past, gotten hurt at home, and then all of a sudden appear the next day at practice and ooh, ow, and they tear something and they do it on company time. Aaron Boone told the team, hey, I did this on my own, and he didn't get paid that year. Yeah. So, commend him a little bit for that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Big Georgie 333. Do you guys like to watch MLB Big Innings? It's a 4-game split screen. I've heard a lot of complaints about it, but I've also loved it, especially when we get closer to playoff time. I love how you can keep up with everything around the league while watching my Yankees. Thank you guys so much.
I used to use that when I was writing for Baseball Prospectus because I did the weekend What You Need to Know column. So I had to keep track of the entire weekend. And it was great because I'd watch the Yankees on the TV. I'd have the computer set up because I could say this now. This was 2017, 2018. I used someone else's login. So I was able to watch things that I shouldn't have been able to watch because of it. But it actually helped me a lot. But I loved it. I really did. I'd have my laptop set up, the TV behind it. And yeah, I don't do it now. But when I was writing for Baseball Prospectus, it helped a lot. Next up, Madeline Bell 7010. Hi, Stacey and Brian. I've been a huge fan of the show since I discovered it last season, and I listen daily. Well, thank you very much. I'm from Massachusetts, but my dad and I are huge Yankee fans and are thinking about going to one of the Yankees Astros games next weekend. Even though the Yankees aren't playing so consistently well, some great games against the Rays, though, and the Astros have been playing well. Do you think it's still worth going to the game? And what is your favorite thing to do at Yankee Stadium? Let me know what you guys think. Love the podcast.
Absolutely worth going to a game, especially Yankees Astros. I would get down and see that series absolutely live. Favorite thing to do at Yankee Stadium? Eat. There's plenty of options. And I would say if you like to fancy a cocktail before the game, the bar scene on River Avenue is pretty good. A lot of good stands, Billy's, Bodega, plenty of good spots to hit up before the game. You'll love it. Absolutely take the drive down. Worth it. Jack Harris 78 says, why do people continually buy into Yankee prospects when they fail over and over? In 66 AA games, George Lombard Jr. is hitting .212 with a .664 OPS, and fans are talking about him like he's going to be the next Trey Turner. Stacey, you could take this one.
Jack, his OPS was like 40 points lower at the beginning of July. You know how Yankee fans get with Yankee prospects, and they're elevated and everyone thinks they're going to work out, and we're gluttons for punishment, I guess, because we're always just so hopeful for so many of these prospects. And it's true, not a lot of them work out, but George Lombard Jr. just turned 20 in June. So
and he's in AA.
Yeah, and it's okay that he's hitting .212 with a .664 OPS. He's going to get better, and that's why he's in AA. He's not going to come up anytime soon. So
Aaron Judge was in college when he was 20 years old, and Aaron Judge was one of those Yankee prospects. Yeah. So for the ones that don't hit, there's a lot of them. There's also ones that do hit and become superstars.
Yep. Our final question of this segment from Cherished Lotus. How do you feel about David Cohn saying the fans should treat Anthony Volpe like the Phillies fans treated Trey Turner and give him a standing ovation and some love instead of boos? Do you think it would have any effect?
I'm all in on this. I would love Yankee fans to do this. Now, I don't know if Yankee fans have it in them to do this.
No.
But I would absolutely love that. Full disclosure, it worked on Trey Turner. From that game on, he hit like 330 the rest of the year. So he really turned it on. I would love for it to happen. Will it happen? No chance.
Right. All right. Well, coming up, we have even more Fan Mail Friday questions from our YouTube viewers. You guys did a really great job this week, so we're going to get through them all next.
Today's episode is brought to you by Game Day Hue, and so is the hat that Stacey is holding right next to me. For Locked On Yankee fans like the both of us, this one hits the mark. In full disclosure, I'm in Atlantic City right now, and I don't have my Game Day Hue stuff on me, and I really should, because Game Day Hue makes you look clean with no logo gear, with team-inspired colorways for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. There's no giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the course, or anywhere in between. Now, I love rocking it on the course specifically. It's subtle, it's stylish, and I can still wear it with my team whenever I want. Plus, I can wear it to tailgates, on dates, everything. It looks great on any occasion imaginable. You don't need to just wear it because you're going to a game. It's got no logos on it, none of that. Plus, you can get special golf gloves that come with it also, separate colorways. It's the perfect combination for things that you want. And get this, right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue.com. The code even stacks on bundle deals, and now is the time to load up. So let your colors talk, because colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com, code MLB15. So, Stacey, as we close it out here with our YouTube questions, so we're going to go to Philip Rizak Jr., 1015. He says, hello, Stacey and Brian. Despite the agita I feel about liking this team, just like a bad relationship, I cannot help but repeatedly come back. A coworker, fellow Yankee fan, had a question, and I simply relay it to all of you. Who is the dark horse reliever who could lift the Yankees in a postseason series? In my opinion, it's Fernando Cruz, a middle relief guy who can confuse hitters, get ground balls at a high percentage rate to kill rallies. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you in advance, and let's go Yankees. P.S. Live streams are interacting and fun. If you have the time, I would make the time.
Well, thank you for that, Philip. I actually agree with this. He's on the way back, isn't he, Fernando Cruz?
Close. Very close, apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Not as close as Mark Leiter Jr., but still very close.
Yeah, because if the bullpen that Brian Cashman traded for after what they did on Friday night, we're going to need other people to come in. Everyone, don't overreact to Friday night. I know it's easy to, and I know it's really annoying. They should have won that game. They were up big. They pulled ahead a couple times and just blew it. And it was literally every person they traded for had a bad moment in this game, or a few bad moments in this game. It's just, it's
Jake
baseball.
Bird had four earned. David Bednar had 2 earned, and Camilo Duvall had 3 earned. That's yikes.
Yeah. Bird gave up the grand slam. Bednar gave up a home run. And yeah, so it wasn't great, but don't panic, everyone, because if I recall correctly, David Weathers didn't look great when they brought him over in 96. And then he was like shut down, lights out in the playoffs. So
I'd say it's Bednar. He's my guy right now. You realize right now David Bednar is a 7th inning guy in a postseason series with Weaver and Williams healthy. So yeah, this bullpen is stacked. It's really hard to have one guy that's going to signal themselves out. But here's the thing: if Devin Williams struggles, they're going to have to be able to go to any of the other guys, and they've got 4 closers in their roster now. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Let this be the worst of their days with the Yankees, right?
Good,
just get the bad stuff out of the way right away, literally.
Correct.
And then everything, because it can only go up from here. Like, honestly, you really can't get worse than what they did on Friday night.
That's true.
Next question from Casey Cotreau, 7050. What are some of the more interesting signings or trades you think the Yankees have been involved with?
Wow, that's an interesting one. I think he means this deadline, I'm assuming.
No, I probably think in history. I would think in history.
Interesting. I'm going to give you one that I think everybody, for the most part, was in on, that definitively didn't work out, and no one could even fight me on this. Joey Gallo.
Yeah.
The Yankees chased Joey Gallo for years.
Yeah.
Brian Cashman was obsessed with him. I mean, he wanted Joey Gallo in the worst way for years and years and years, and they finally got him. Has there been a more underwhelming player they've ever traded for? He was horrific from day one. There was never a good Joey Gallo moment.
Yeah. And it was that trade deadline was good.
Yeah.
You know,
it was.
They get him, they get Rizzo. Like it was actually like, we thought like, wow. And those moves came pretty quickly. And we were all like, oh my God, okay, they're really going for it here, getting these guys. And you just assumed or hoped that Gallo would take advantage of the short porch in Yankee Stadium. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not the case.
Like, I'm really trying to think of anyone else who came over
and was that bad.
Because there were guys who have come over who weren't great, but they weren't. He was
horrendous.
Yeah.
And it's worse just because of how badly Cashman wanted him.
Right.
He was obsessed with Joey Gallo for years.
Wish he could have been that obsessed with Bryce Harper.
Let's move on.
Yeah. You got the next one.
Morris 83 says, it's been a long summer for Yankee fans as we endure yet another June, July of poor, sloppy, inconsistent baseball. Let's pretend for a moment that the season is over and the Yankees did it. They won the World Series. How did this season's trade acquisitions contribute to our celebration of championship number 28?
Well, like I said, Friday night hopefully will be the worst of it, and everything will go up from there. These guys will get used to being with the team, and they will pitch the way they normally pitch, and everything will be great.
It's one game. Don't freak out. It's like, seriously.
But I think it'll be interesting to see how Boone works the bullpen, because honestly, I'm going to blame him for Friday night. I'm not going to blame him for their bad performances. I'm going to blame him for putting Loaisiga in again and allowing him to give up those runs when he pitched 3 out of the last 4 games and pitched on Thursday. There was no reason to bring Loaisiga in that moment. And that caused the Marlins to like get back into the game and think, okay, we've gotten this. And
Loaisiga's been awful.
So,
and I'm shocked they kept Hedrick on the roster because although he's pitched really well lately, you think that they'd use him to create a roster spot though. Someone's gonna be an odd man out.
It might be Loaisiga.
I don't know. It might be Loaisiga once Heel is healthy. Someone's got to be an odd man out, and they're not going to send one of the starters down.
Yeah.
So that's a tricky one. It really is. They have to make one more really difficult roster decision. And I agree with you. It should be Loaisiga, but they clearly love him and trust him because they keep putting him in. They keep using him. So I don't know.
I kind of wish that Cashman would realize, you know what? Maybe if we don't have Loaisiga, because like Boone just he overuses guys that he shouldn't use. And you need to take the guy away from him so he stops doing that, Cashman.
Correct.
I know you're not watching. So I would like for every single one of the guys in the bullpen to become a shutdown bullpen. And I would like for Ryan McMahon to hit like a walk-off home run in like game 2 of the World Series.
That would be electric. I'll take it. And I think Jose Caballero will have a really big stolen base at some point in the postseason.
Yeah. Like a Johnny Damon stolen base in Philly, like something like that.
Yeah. I think more people think about it as a Dave Roberts stolen base, but sure.
Yeah. No, let's not bring that up. All right. So our next 3 questions are rapid fire questions that I thought would be pretty funny just to really answer either yes or no, or just with a 1-word answer or a very quick answer. So first one is from it's Luis. I think we should just look forward and get ready for the 2026 season and try for our World Series run then. What do you guys think?
Yeah, would love to.
No.
But they've got to go for it this year. They are going for it this year. Let's see how the postseason looks this year. They got a chance. Craig M 6474. What do you have more faith in, the Yankees handling an injury properly or gas station sushi?
I don't eat sushi, so I would never have gas station sushi, but I think I would trust it more than the Yankees handling an injury.
Yeah, you're bold because I would not trust gas station sushi.
And our final question from Daniel Danielson 2324. The reliever market is ridiculous. Should have Loaisiga, Tim Hill, and Devin Williams been traded?
There was no market for Loaisiga, so they weren't trading him. Tim Hill, they don't want to trade. They love Tim Hill. Williams is a good debate. You could have moved him. There would have been a higher market for him. He's expiring anyway. If you wanted him back, you could have signed him for money in the offseason. And they also got plenty of relievers at the deadline. Williams, you could have traded, but they're going for it, so why do that?
Right. Well, thank you all for all of these questions. You kicked rear end on YouTube, so I appreciate the help with this. And again, because of the trade deadline, we had to push this back an extra day because who knew Brian Cashman was going to do what he did with hours left.
Not even Brian Cashman knew that
before the trade deadline. We knew he had to do something, but did we really expect all the moves that he made?
No chance.
No. No, we didn't. So again, thank you for all those questions. And thank you for making Locked On Yankees your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. You get local analysis on a national scale. You can find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. And you will see Brian's adorable face on Sunday night. He's the Sunday night host. So make sure you watch MLB Game Night every Sunday night. So that's going to do it for this edition of Locked On Yankees. I'm Stacey Gotsulias.
And I'm Brian McKeon. We'll catch you guys next week.